Hey Chaminade Julian community, I'm John Marshall, Director of Development, and I'm here at 2030 Eaker Street, a property we just purchased. I'm going to give you an inside look at what it was used for, and I'm also going to give you clear evidence that this building needs to be demolished. The position it is in sits just to the west of our tennis courts. It sits just to the north of the school itself, and again across the alley of the beautiful Emmanuel Church, which will become a centerpiece of our campus. Down that alley, at the end of our campus, on the west side, is the Roger Glass Stadium. So I'm happy you're here to join me. Let's go take a look. Many of our alums know this as the Ice House, and the rumors and folklore is this is where many of the disputes were settled, and we're happy to have acquired this piece of history. Woo. No lights on right now, but this view is just a front-end view of a space that was used as a loading dock. Many of these rooms are very similar to this one, and where you can just walk into literally a freezer bay, and this whole space, which doesn't have ventilation, was used to chill materials for the use elsewhere in Dayton. And then you can just see how the cavernous space is built for pretty much nothing else except storage. And any attempt to create a space that has a ventilation, any type of comfort, doesn't line up with the needs of our current students. I'm a little scared at some of these. We did speak with the former owner, and he explained how these rooms were chilled with a ammonia process that pumped through these pipes. And essentially it evaporated all the moisture, chilled the room to sub-zero temperatures. I feel responsible for you guys' safety. The ammonia system that was used to chill this space, you can see that it was originally early 1900s technology, and you can just see the sort of we've got a little bit of a steampunk action going on here. And I just think it's cool. It's not usable, and it's not usable for educational purposes, but it's great that you're joining me to get a look at this piece of history of Dayton, as this would probably be a good example of something came down. This was the wall. This is the cork. Oh, you know what? That's the cork. I don't want to touch it. To give you a look at some of these spaces, and whoop, no, I'm not going to go in there. It's evidence where we really don't have the good structure, the good bones. You can see the brick. It's come off the wall. That cork, which was used to insulate all these rooms, is coming apart, and it served its purpose. This land is going to serve another purpose for the future of CJ. We've talked with some alumni and other professionals on any possible use. With this space is the most promising with the natural light, the openness to what would be facing actually the school. But it does come down to the structure and the foundation are just not good bones. You know, standing in this room and walking through this space reminds me of you know, Dayton's been known for renovating the arcade, renovating space, Victorian homes, and capturing and recognizing our history. Entering into what I presume was one of the loading bays, opening the view of Chaminade-Julienne High School. Seeing spaces like this and the ingenuity and the engineering that was put in place to make these kind of facilities work. Early 1900s engineering and circulating the ammonia, which chilled the space. I feel like I'm back in the Frankenstein movies with the big switches. Working on the Titanic. Full power. Yeah, and the gauges and the pressure gauges, the big flywheels. Love to have seen it in its day. When it came up for sale, we were contacted and offered an opportunity to acquire the property, and then also the opportunity to make a decision what we're going to do with it. And, you know, walking in here, I just really inspired by innovation and the technology back in the early 1900s in order to make structures like this function. This space is a wonderful space that those who came before us used to help Dayton become the town that it became in the early 1900s. Its purpose is done. We can begin to dream, and we need to innovate what's next for Chaminade-Julienne in the community. And invite you to help us dream, help us innovate what's next. And we hope you're part of that. You know, I've got the hard hat. It's not a construction site yet, but we invite you to help us make it become a construction site as soon as possible.